Hello boys and girls. For this week's art lesson, I would like you to build a rectangular prism. In your folder of materials, in the materials that I sent you, you will find, again, your square tracer. Okay? Hopefully you've been putting those tracers back into the envelope each time, so you still have your square available. And you will also find a rectangle. Okay? I'd like you to use these two tracers to create a rectangular prism this week. Now, a rectangular prism has a certain number of rectangles and a certain number of squares. Think about how many of each of these you think you're going to need to make a rectangular prism. Did you come up with 4 rectangles and 2 squares? If you didn't, that's okay. You'll be able to see it, I think, even better if we draw it out on the board. So similar to our square, or cube, excuse me, when we made our cube, you'll want to set up basically a row of rectangles. Okay? When you trace your lines, they'll look nicer and straighter than mine. When you trace that rectangle 4 times in a row, right with the long sides together, then all you need is a square on one side and a square on the other. And just like with your cube, it does not matter where you put this square. You could put it here or here or here. You just have to have one square on this side and one square on this side, okay? And then these lines become fold lines, and these lines become fold lines as well. You will need to start with like a fresh, empty file folder, I think, for your rectangular prism. It takes up quite a bit of space, so I don't think you'll be able to use something that you have left from one of your other forms. But you could try it and see. Maybe you would be able to use something you had from before. In addition to making a rectangular prism this week, I'd like you to build at least one other form. Okay, so you can make another cube or another square pyramid or another rectangular prism. Or in your tracers envelope, I put a few little tracers, like smaller tracers. So if you wanted to make a miniature cube or a miniature rectangular prism or a miniature square pyramid, you could do that. Or if you wanted to take the triangle tracer and try to make a triangular pyramid, you could try that. You can try some forms we haven't done together for your extra form. And if you really like making miniatures, if you really want to have a couple extra of your big forms, you can make as many more forms as you want to with your file folder that's left after you have your cube, your square pyramid, and your rectangular prism. Okay? For today's assignment, after you build your rectangular prism and at least one other form of your choice, I'd like you to take a picture of what you built today and upload that as your assignment for today. Thanks for your hard work. Well done.